In this video, we will go over the concepts found in Grammar 2Q. So let's go through the concepts first. We have quotations and capitalization. So let's start with quotations. When you have quotations, you will also have breaks in the quotations. And a break in a quotation is used to tell who is saying the quote and how it is being said. There are punctuation and capitalization rules for each quotation break. So here we have some examples of quotation breaks at the beginning and at the end of the sentence. You can see that we have gone through these rules before, so we are going to continue on to our next section, which is what is a dialogue tag? A dialogue tag gives the reader a clue as to what type of sentence is in the quotation marks. The list of words below are the dialogue tags used in this booklet, which is 2Q. So we have different dialogue tags for statements, questions, and exclamations. So now we're going to look at the examples of each of these. So first we are going to start with the sentence, "I have had a wonderful day," exclaimed the girl. Here we can see that we are capitalizing and punctuating a quotation as you would any quotation that has the dialogue break at the end. And so we can see we have the quotation marks, and within the quotation marks we have our correct capitalization with I and our correct ending punctuation mark, which is going to be an exclamation point. And then of course at the very end of the sentence we have a period after the word girl. Now we know that we need an exclamation point within the quote for the dialogue because our dialogue tag is exclaimed. Now we'll look at Mom asked, "What do you want for dinner?" Once again, we have our quotes and then we have our correct capitalization and punctuation with the W of what capitalized and the ending punctuation mark as a question. And of course, after our dialogue break, Mom asked, we have a comma, so we're kind of introducing the quote in this one. And of course, we end this quoted sentence with a question mark because our dialogue tag is asked. Our last example is going to be, "We can watch a movie," commented the boy. Once again, we've got our quotes, we've got our punctuation mark, and we have our beginning capitalization with W, and there's a comma at the end for that ending punctuation mark. We know that we use a comma because our dialogue tag is commented. And once again, this should sound familiar. You will be using a comma, not a period, within this quoted section, within the quoted dialogue, because it is not the end of the sentence. Commented the boy is at the very end of the sentence. So we don't want to get the end of the sentence confused. We're going to use a comma and then a period at the very end of the sentence. Next, we're going to go over capitalization. We go over three main rules in 2Q. So we're going to go through each of these individually. Excuse me. Here we have capitalize the name of any geographical landmarks or locations. So here we have Redwood National Park, Mediterranean Sea, and Mount Fuji. And so we are going to capitalize each of the words within those landmarks and locations. Next, we have capitalize the name of any world continent. Our examples here are North America and Asia. And then we have capitalize the name of an ocean. We have Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean as our examples. And as always, we have a list in the back of the booklet as to what oceans, continents, and landmarks to expect in the booklet. And so you can always know whether you have caught all of the correct capitalization that you need to. So now let's look at a few examples. So we have, "I can't wait to visit Big Bend." Big Bend is a geographical landmark in Texas, and therefore we are capitalizing the two B's in Big and Bend. Next, we have the sentence, "We want to swim in the Indian Ocean." Indian Ocean is an ocean. It's also a geographical landmark. So we are going to capitalize the I and the O in Indian and Ocean. And last, we have the largest continent is Asia, Asia being a continent. Therefore, we capitalize the A at the beginning of Asia. If you have any questions over this or anything else in Grammar Series 2, please contact the person who grades your grammar at the center.